I don't know if you all remember these channels, but I feel like I want to bring them up. So in this video, we're going to be talking about UTV's biggest failures, UTV2 and UTV Ireland. So make sure you subscribe to Leon DJF1 and let's go on with it. So we're going to kick things off with the UTV2 channel. UTV2 was a digital television channel owned by Ulster Television plc, UTV Media, which is now News Broadcasting. The channel was a digital terrestrial channel and on NTL cable in Northern Ireland. The channel was announced on March 30th, 1998 with UTV announced they intended to launch a new regional focused digital channel in the spring of 1999. So that gave people probably not wondering, but what would it be called? UTV2? Well, I mean, to be fair, ITV2, which is the second channel of ITV, launched in 1998 in December, and this was announced originally in March 1998. The channel was launched on the 28th of June 1999 as TVU, so it wasn't UTV2 until 2000. This schedule mostly consisted of a simulcast with ITV2 as broadcast in England, Wales and the Scottish borders. There was also a channel called S2 for Scotland, which mainly had a lot of Scottish programming and a little bit of ITV2, launched on the 30th of April 1999. Now, that mainly talked about on Look Around Scottish, make sure you want to subscribe to that. But in contrast to ITV2, they also carried archived programming from UTV. TVU did not carry any advertisement due to the low viewership. So this is a pattern you saw with the channels, with ITV's failed channels. Or STV. STV2 had low viewership, including UTV2 and eventually what we're going to talk about later, UTV Ireland. UTV2 was rebranded as UTV2 in 2000. Now for this video, this section of the video, I don't have any UTV2 or TVU idents because it's not been publicly searched on the internet. So I don't have any UTV2 idents in this video, so we're just going to be using some of the old UTV idents for this video and all that. So UTV2 closed in 2000 following a deal with ITV Digital. Actually 2002, I apologise for that. But it was replaced with ITV2. ITV Digital was a digital terrestrial broadcaster which was a paid TV service, rivaling Sky. And it closed down in 2002 because of the Football League, which was too expensive when agreed. This meant that Sky Digital had 5.7 and ITV had 1 million. So it ended up collapsing and the administrator and all of that, administration. And that's really what happened really with ITV Digital. I'm not going to talk about it more further as there's already videos on YouTube discussing ITV Digital. Now, we need to talk about UTV Ireland. Now there is idents for UTV Ireland on the screen because they are being found. Yeah. So UTV Ireland was basically an Irish version of the main UTV channel. This was basically just UTV made for Ireland. Was a short-lived sister station to the Northern Ireland service broadcasting to the Republic of Ireland. Now, you may have heard that UTV Ireland was a failure. Yeah. But it's actually a more channel called Virgin Media 3 or Me3, which is kind of more successful and all that. But on the 6th of November 2013, UTV Media announced it has submitted a proposal to the Broadcast Authority of Ireland, BAI, to operate a channel in the Republic of Ireland known as UTV Ireland. Ahead of the announcement, UTV reached an agreement to acquire the Republic of Ireland broadcast rights to several key ITV programs for ITV studios, including Coronation Street, Emmerdale, and it replaced TV3's rights to the shows. Pending regularity approved, UTV planned the new channel by early 2015, it was also a segment on UTV Live, but in 2014 they kind of announced all the shows, so yeah. But also UTV Ireland aired its also some original program, which we're going to talk about very shortly. TV3 CEO David McRedmold remarked that losing the rights to ITV soaps to UTV Ireland would allow to relocate their costs towards domestic programs. Nevertheless, in January 2014, the Sunday Times wrote that TV3 launched a lobbying campaign opposing UTV's license proposal. On the 27th February 2014, the BIA approved UTV's license proposal, and on the 29th of April 2014, Mary Curtis became UTV Ireland's first chief. On the 1st of December, UTV Ireland was granted public service by the Minister for Communications, Alex White, allowing it to appear on Savoview. UTV Ireland launched on the 1st of January 2015. Its opening night featured a New Year's Day themed launch special, Out with the Ode, In with the U, which was hosted by veteran personality Pat Kenny and featured appearances by Hosier and Tommy Bowl and other network personalities. 5 days later, the channel launched its national news service, Ireland Live, not called UTV Live for some reason, but this ended up being a failure. In June 2015, UTV Group reported losses of €16.2 million on the channel due to poor daytime and weekend ratings of poor performance. It was reported that the channel was planning to be a revamp of its branding and lineup within the coming months. Manager and director Michael Wilson defended UTV Ireland's performance, saying that Coronation Street and Emmerdale was drawing a large audience on UTV Ireland than on previous broadcasters, but then that staff has gone under the bonnet to find its improving performance. So, what were they thinking with that? UTV Ireland ended up struggling. Yes, because apparently, according to the Belfast Times Telegraph, viewers found its channels a turn off. So, pretty much, yeah. They lose nearly £4,000 a day every single day when the channel was launched. But also, to be fair, UTV Ireland was kind of just a failure, but it did have in-house programming, grateful enough. According to Hugh Oram, who's based in Dublin, said the Daniel and Mageia show had gone down well with viewers. Many of the UK originated shows on UTV Ireland, like Good Morning Britain, This Morning, Loose Women, made for obvious left well with viewing. Daytime programme remains problematic. So, if you don't know, they imported popular shows such as Coronation Street and Emmerdale and made some of its in-house shows, including Daniel and Mageia's B&B road trip featuring the country crooner Daniel O'Donnell and his wife Mageia sampling beds and breakfasts across the country. It also broadcast Wild Island, a travelology along with the Wild Atlantic Way, hosted by co-Downs Christiana Blakely. So these channels were the most in-house shows that UTV Ireland aired. But then, in October 2015, ITV plc announced it intended to acquire UTV's group TV business, including UTV Ireland, for £100 million, subject to regulatory approval. In December 2015, the deal was approved by the Broadcast Authority of Ireland, and the sale was completed in February 2016. UTV Group remained as a broadcaster, and on Radio Broadcaster, now known as the Wireless Group, now sold to Wait News UK. But this is when the end of UTV Ireland came. On the 11th of July 2016, ITV has announced that it sold UTV Ireland to TV3 Group, a division of Virgin Media Ireland, for €10 million. As part of the deal, TV Group inherited UTV Ireland's 10-year programme supply contract with ITV, effectively reclaiming these rights with its previous owner. So, technically, it was ended up being part of TV3. Virgin acquired TV3 in 2015, and on the 22nd of November, it was announced that Coronation Street and Emmerdale would move back to TV3, beginning the 5th of December 2016. It was also announced UTV Ireland would be rebranded as B3, which is made towards women. similar to that of living and whatnot. So, would you consider UTV Ireland a failure? Sure, because it really was. It was struggling, but also they had domestic likes for programs not produced by ITV Studios, UTV Ireland in general, such as The X Factor and the Graham Norton show, which aired on a channel away from its UK broadcast on BBC One. So BBC shows were also aired on UTV Ireland, but daytime programs like The Driving Car Show where Rain, This Morning and Roost Women aired. But The Driving Car was aired on TV3. So it was kind of a failure. That it remains why. So that is it for me here. Thank you guys for watching, comment, and subscribe. What do you think of these failure channels like UTV Ireland and UTV2? So subscribe and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, peace out.